Alright folks, welcome back to Let's Play Europa Universalis 3, Heir to the Throne. Where we last left off, I was discussing what was going on in my empire. And we did a little colonizing here and there. And now I am going to discuss what's going to happen in the future. Zoda II. It will be Zoda II. And Zoda II will be a empress. So it'll be the first empress that I've known of to actually hold any kind of power, like real power as pretty much an empress. So that's kind of interesting to think about. I've actually never, well, besides Theodora, who actually was the wife of Justinian I. There's not really much women I can really think of besides her that actually knows how to use power for her advantage in the Byzantine, within the Byzantine Empire, of course. So this is kind of interesting. So Zoda II will have some decent stats. She's got some pretty good stats. Military is not her high specialty, of course, but diplomacy is, and of course, well, who's the best? Women tend to be the best diplomats out there, I guess. They can easily convince a man. So, not being sexist and all, I mean, just stating some of the truth, Can't really argue with that. So, so that's gonna be interesting. Relations with Milan. Certainly, I probably might go to war with them, but as you can see, it's going to be interesting to not to, considering my relations with them are going up. Relations with France is going down, though, but because neighbors really do make a difference. Bosnia, got great relations with them. Not much is going to happen with them. I probably will attempt to annex them peacefully, and that probably will be the first time I will try to annex anybody peacefully into the empire. So I'm going to try to do that. Let's see here. I think relations are going up with Wallachia. Yes, they are. Benign neglect. Okay. They can do things on their own, of course. I've always had faith in the people. Alright, Persian Empire, I've always wanted to go after them. Reunite the old Roman Persian wars that existed since pretty much the Parthians. And then succeeded up to the Sancians. I know I probably pronounced that wrong, so. And then now we're up here with the actual Persians. I don't know which. I can't really think of the dynasty that's ruling this current Persian Empire. So, I mean, I remember it used to be the Timurids, but they've long gone by now. They're just disappeared, pretty much. That's all I can really say about the Timurids. So I don't know which dynasty this is right now. Alright, so we got some nobles resisting westernization. I'll take the prestige hit over the 23 noble regiments rising up against me. So yeah. Ooh, here we go. I'll invest in a bigger army. So let's do that. Alright, so over here, on the other side of the world, yeah, it's not too bad. I'm actually going to send a colonist right here, and I know that some people are probably complaining about the provincial names. Here, example, Acadia. I will certainly rename that, and the way to do it is you just click here on this red bar here, and just rename it, pretty much. And watch this. Oh, there it goes. There's the change. So hopefully that would that helps people out. You know, it makes people a little bit more comfortable with that situation. Okay. But I'm just going to wait for Zod the second to rise to power. And I will certainly, I don't know why I'm not getting merchants. I definitely probably move more towards the free market area, free trade area. Probably that would be my next turn. Alright, so my production is increased to level 22. Not too bad. Let's see. Alright, do that. I'm still gonna get a lot. Let's still get some money back. So I'm not worried about money anymore, as I used to be. You can see there, after each year, I get pretty much a total of about 530 ducats, and that's at least an annual net gain. So, which is you know, you can't really argue with the results on that one. Uh-oh. Duh. It failed. I hate when it fails. Alright, so let's see. Free trade, what will that affect? Okay. Just reading. Alright, Sufferdome. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I can pass this red line here. It's just going to cost me like 3 stabilities, I think, or yeah, it's 3. So that's it's worth it if you really think it is. Then go for it, but I generally don't. So let's see. See, I don't know why you get it more if you go more narrow-minded, that you'd actually get a global colonial growth, but okay. So I'm just going to move more towards free trade. I gain a trader. A trader, not a traitor. Just some differences there. Alright, so, and my army is pretty much up to date. Now I'm using Janissary infantry, which were pretty much Turkish elite infantry. But you know, I don't have a guide of infantry for the Byzantine Empire past 1453, so you get what you get, you know. Get what you get. So let's see. Can't do too much with the Persians. Can't really do too much here anyway. So, can't do that either. And my advisors are dying. My advisors are dying. Wow. And I generally don't go for alliances. And that's an honest truth. I generally stay away from alliances. Alright, so now we got Zod II rises to power, and you got peasants down there writing against the current government in Sicily, or pretty much Palmero. So that's pretty much half of Sicily, since I got the other half. Let's see. I do want to deal with that because I only got 6 years left of that until I lose it. So I don't want to lose that just yet. And you can see a lot of old countries are rising up, or coming back. So let's see here. What do I want to do? Try to figure something out here. You know what? I will prepare to go to Milan first. I do want to get that core. That would be the first. That would be the most important thing for me to do right now. Is to actually get that core. You know what sucks? My transport's all the way out here. Now Now I gotta ship it all the way back. Oh, God. Okay. So I'll try to separate my troops there. Hopefully they'll make it back in one piece. Hoping you guys will make it back in one piece anyway. Because they do suffer attrition, as you can see there. Time at sea does have an effect. Okay. Oh, crap. Thank God for military access here. Great time to take place right here. Alright. So that's one trip. At least half of the trip. Gotta make the other soon. And if I want to go to war with Uberno and Milan decides to jump in, I might as well just take some territory from Milan in that process. And if Sicily decides to go as well, I might as well just annex them. So I'm pretty much prepared to do all that. So I got another government idea, which I will actually check out. Or shoot, ah, crap. Well, that gives me a better reason to go after Milan now. As you can see, they annexed Uberno. Great. Alright, so let's check out this idea here. Go for tolerance for heathens. Do that. Trade efficiency. Compete chance. You know what? I will actually go for colonial growth. At least with that. Let's see here. Yeah, as you can see here, it was increased to almost 100 people per year. So that'll definitely help my colonies out quite a bit. At least gives me that edge to not really worry about them. You know what I mean, folks. I can pretty much do a pretty much benign neglect on them, and I feel terrible about it. Oh, I hate when it does that too. Alright, so what I'll do here is I'll separate my forces just for a bit. Alright. I probably should do one more. Whoops, I didn't mean to do that. Crap. Alright, that works. So we'll do this. They're in friendly waters, so it's not like they're really going to hurt. Alright. So we'll ship them to southern Italy. Ooh, yeah, eastern musketeers. Offensive. That would definitely help. That's definitely going to help me. So I got defensive eastern musketeers. The fire for defense is 3 to offensive 2. Offensive defense shock is 1. I got defense morale 4 and an offensive morale 3, and that's pretty much the same with offensive eastern musketeers. I'll definitely go that. Alright. Stratodoti cavalry here. Oh crap. I hate when that happens. Oh well. Can't really do too much about that. Just take it with a grain of salt, I guess. Alright. So I'll ship these guys now to southern Italy as well. And then we all have combined these guys into one force. And then now we can actually...